Underrated stars.
Scotty Goldman.
Is amazing.
Funniest fucking guy you will ever friggin' come across. Hands down, period, exclamation point, new paragraph, case closed.
Scotty Goldman is in a league all of his own, honestly.
I was thrilled to fucking pieces when he got What's Crackin', and every episode so far has made me laugh till I got, like, friggin' wet in the eyes.
I can't express enough how much I love him. Like, from Ring of Honor, just watching him come up through the ranks, and just, I was overwhelmed when he got signed. I mean, just, there's nothing like watching someone you admire finally get their chance at the big time.
Now, we want to talk underrated. Ace fucking Steel.
Ah.
I was so pissed off when he got fired from his contract, and you were there, you saw it, I was pissed.
Yeah, his future endeavors involved going back to Ring of Honor and beating the bejesus out of people, and I got nothing but love for Ace.
Oh god, Ace is amazing.
What about that Kazarni?
Oh god. I ever wonder if, like, he'll talk to somebody normally and slip into that talk, or if he's talking like that and he slips into normal talk. I want to know how he talks like that. I would fuck up so bad.
I want him to speak fucking English. That's all. I want him to speak English. You're in America, speak it. Not hard.
But meanwhile, he's a decent wrestler, and, you know, he's eccentric.
Putting it mildly.
I like him. I think he's going to be a good asset if they use him properly.
There's the key term. If they use him properly.
I just don't understand why they don't. You know?
I mean, I gotta respect him. Anybody that gets booed out of the arena in their hometown, yeah, I got mad respect.
I mean, if you can wear those fucking pants that look like, you know, grandmother who's colorblind dressed you in a fucking closet, you gotta have mad respect for that guy.
I would be afraid that I would get my ass beat on the street dressed like that.
Well, he'd probably scare the crap out of them by talking carnival.
Either that or you'd get punched in the face and be told to speak English.
In all seriousness, though, I think he's awesome. He's adorable. He's a good character.
I personally loved him when he was Sin.
I didn't get to see a lot of him as Sin.
I seen a really big amount of him as Sin, and that's still the character that I identify him with. So this Kazarni thing's a little bit different. Well, a bit different. But at the same time, I think that he's a really diverse and good character that he can pull off this carnival talk, even though, fuck if I know what you're saying.
I know, right?
He's entertaining as hell. He really is, and I do think that he's absolutely adorable. He is very easy on the eyes, no complaints, but I lose it when he starts talking.
I know, it's like, dude, shut up.
Another person that I lose it when they start talking is Tyler Black. That was a great segue, so thank you.
Tyler Black, from here to, like, for an Australian back, he is one of the most amazing wrestlers I've seen in quite some time, but the man needs to shut the fuck up.
See, he's got the look where if you run into him in a dark alley, you tuck your tail and you run. Straight up. But if he says...
His mouth, you know, it's just like me with Jimmy. I can't take anybody seriously that's shorter than me, but if I have to listen to somebody with a lisp... I mean, I love Tyler. His lisp is adorable, but when you're cutting promos and trying to be intense, it just doesn't work.
No. If you can shield the lisp, honey, by all means do it.
Please.
But, honestly, it's the same way with Jack Swagger. I have to mention this fool.
Oh my god. He's the ECW champion.
See, the way I look at it is there's 3 divisions in the WWE. Raw is the top dog. Everybody knows this. This is not a new concept. SmackDown is where the people go when they're not good enough for Raw. ECW is the bowels of the WWE.
AKA the shit.
AKA where all the losers go. You're not good enough for SmackDown? Come on over to ECW. We'll make you champion. You're not good enough for Raw? Well, we're just going to job the fuck out of you. So, the way I see it with Jack Swagger is people, they're shoving this motherfucker down your throat. Stop him from talking.
I don't even watch ECW unless Miz and Morrison are on anymore. I forget it's on. Dead to the world.
Like, basically, I think of Swagger when I think of ECW, and I'm not interested.
I truly think that Swagger is one baseball helmet away from looking a window, you know? He just looks it. Oh, one of our listeners said, Tyler, shut up and write us a poem. And that was Vicky.
That's amazing.
He's a great poem writer, so, you know, she's right in that sense. But when you talk underrated, I know a lot of people will disagree with me on this. CM Punk.
I will not disagree.
I could get ripped apart for this because he's Triple Crown champion, and he's done so much in such a short time. But I feel like he is pretty underrated by the way that they have buried him in the past. And by the time he won that Intercontinental Championship, I was going to say, you know, if they didn't freaking give him that title, especially in his hometown, there was going to be a fucking riot in Chicago.
See, a part of me kind of wishes that they didn't give him the title just so that riot would have happened.
Yeah,
but then again, I'm all for violence, blood, fire, the whole 9. But I definitely do think that Punk's underrated just for the simple fact is, even as champion, he is... Okay, I'm going to get ripped apart for what I'm about to say, and I really don't care. But forcing him to be the opening match, tag teaming with a haggard, that's underrated.
That is underrated beyond measure.
I mean, granted, I know that Punk and Mickie James go back. They go way back. But that doesn't...
Mickie James can go way back and fall off a cliff for all I care.
I could not agree more. And I know that some of our listeners love her, I'm sure, but I don't care. I just do not like her, and
I don't either.
I liked her when she was Alexis Lurie, circa TNA, she was fine. But the more she got into the WWE, the more they were basically force-feeding us Mickie James, Mickie James, Mickie James, Mickie James. It got annoying. Same with Cena.
Do not get me started on that son of a bitch.
I think that Cena's a genuine person. Away from the ring, I can stomach him, but you put him in a ring with a microphone and I want to strangle him.
Well, he's kind of funny when he cuts promos, but, you know, when they force-feed him, like when his return came...
Oh, for God's sake.
Every time that promo came up, I was just like, nobody cares. And by nobody, I mean me.
And then I was always the one to say, and by nobody you mean me too. Because I got nothing. He's just, oh.